Hey guys, Brenda, by the way, that audio guy. Today I'm going to talk to you about what MIDI means. So MIDI means musical instrument digital interface. Okay. But what does that mean to you in the context of I just got a DAW or, I'm trying to record music? Well, basically all you have to know is that is electronic information that talks to your DAW and assigns certain things, whether it is notes or velocities or lengths of time or whatever. Okay. So think of it as writing code for music. For example, let's record a little clip here. So I just recorded a little piece of MIDI, okay, which I can see right here. If I double click, then I can pull up my piano roll. If you're not sure what that is, check out my other video on what a piano roll is. But here I have this little information right here. All right, now what does that mean? Well, what that means is that is telling whatever instrument you have selected. Right now I have the Logic Clav instrument selected right now. And that is telling that, okay, at this time, defined by the grid, I want you to play this note, defined by where you are on the piano roll, at this velocity, defined by right here, or the color of the note, okay, for this length of time. Okay, that's all it is. So it's saying, do this at this time for this amount of time at this hard, okay? And what's cool about MIDI is you can manipulate it, okay? You can manipulate it to change notes. You can manipulate it to change time. So right here, you noticed, oops, I played off a little bit. So if I quantize that, that means it'll snap to the grid. And all of a sudden now, it makes me sound like a perfect keyboard player. An advantage to MIDI is if you play the wrong note, then you can just, oh, there you go, just up it. Okay? And you can create scales, you can create whatever, just click and drag. Okay, and it's like, well, maybe I hate that instrument, so I'm going to pull up some strings, for example. So I'm going to open up my contact player here, and I'm going to pull up the session strings, and let's just load those up, and I want them to be staccato. All right, so what was once a clav is now staccato strings. Sweet. MIDI sometimes has a negative connotation because it's associated with cheap instruments or fake instruments. And these instruments, depending on where you get them from, like for example, these strings, they record real strings and then they sample them at different velocities and different hits so you can get more of a realistic thing. Obviously, it'd be awesome to have a real orchestra to score your piece, but that's not always the case. So that's where MIDI comes into handy. You can play it on the keyboard and then you can change the instrument afterwards. You can play a drum set on your keyboard and change up the hits afterwards, okay? It's a really nice, convenient tool to make music and to make your stuff sound great. Check out the other videos on the channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to the email list as well to make sure that you get awesome tips, tricks, and little promotions that we do only on the email list, and I will see you guys soon.